Hello, today we are checking out the nonprofit Love Inc. and more on what they do in this community.
Love Inc. started in 2001 in Rapid City. Prior to that, I was on staff at a local church, and we would have people in need come to our church looking for help. And one of the pastors we had is like, man, this community really needs a Love Inc. And I was like, what is that? So he explained it. I was like, that sounds great. And then nothing was happening. And we were actually working with Cornerstone Rescue Mission to get it off the ground. And I called the director at Cornerstone and said, hey, what's happening with Love Inc.? He said, we're just waiting for someone to start it. Like, we need a leader. So that's how I got involved, and that's kind of how Love Inc. came to the community. So in 2001, we opened our doors with 10 partner churches and just kind of started figuring it out as we went. And now we have offices in Rapid City, Sturgis, and just launched in Hill City. So our mission is to mobilize local churches to transform lives and communities in the name of Christ. That's not just our mission. There's like 110 other Love Inc. affiliates around the nation, and several other communities in the South Dakota area are getting ready to launch as well. I've always had a heart for people who are struggling, kind of down and out, and Love Inc. kind of answered a lot of the questions and that I was looking for, like, how do I really help someone? How do I help without hurting? You know, the church has a lot to offer people, but often when they're coming to churches looking for help, it's just like, can you pay this bill? So it can be very transactional, and usually it's a very monetary or material need. And Love Inc. kind of answered that question for me, is like, how do we go from just a transactional exchange and a material exchange to building connection and relationship? Because that's really what the churches in our community offer, is a place to have community, a place to have support, a place for answers for the bigger questions in life. And that's what we see happen with Love Inc. People still every day come to us and say, like, I have this immediate need, like, can you help me with furniture? Can you help me with this problem I'm facing? So we want to meet them where they're at, but we don't want to leave them where they're at. And so we do that by building a relationship with them through a process, and hopefully in time, like, just inviting them naturally to be involved in our lives through our churches, through Love Inc. And it happens, and we're seeing that long-term transformation. That's what we're about. Yeah, so with Love Inc. of the Black Hills, we're trying to create a framework for area churches to plug in ways that work for them. And so we've developed a number of different ministries and ways for volunteers to get involved. In Rapid City, we have our Thrive outdoor adventure gear resale store, and then it's got a great bike shop in it. So we have our Rise furniture and decor store. And so similar to Thrive, but there it's adults that come in and they get to work on the furniture that we sell. And through their kind of sweat equity, they can also get furniture for their homes, or we partner with Shift Garage, so they might be able to even get a car through that. We have our Life Inc. classes that we do in Sturgis, Rapid City, and soon Hill City. And so those are like life classes that'll help really give people the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. So we help on financial management, employment skills, relationships, partner with Habitat for Humanity through that, and other agencies. Sometimes another agency will come and say, hey, can we offer this class there, maybe on nutrition? And so absolutely, like, this is an environment you can come in. Families can come, start the night with a meal. There's kids programming. We also have a call-in center. And so just that, we call that the Connection Center. People call with their immediate needs. Through that, we start directing them to the immediate needs. Launching after-school programming at North Middle School at Bethel Church, and for West Middle School at Westminster Church. And those are really an effort of those churches, but we're collaborating with them to really reach out to the kids that are right there across the street. I guess when I look at our churches in our community and the Christians in our community and the capacity that they have to affect change, and hopefully all of them are doing that every day in their work and where they live and with their neighbors. But there's also a great opportunity to be like organized and have a strategy together. And so while it seems like a lot's going on, I feel also we're just scratching the surface on the potential that we could affect in using the resources of our area churches to help people. I wish I had the number off the top of my head, but I'm sure 150, 200 regular volunteers throughout the Black Hills that are just, some of them just have one, maybe they're teaching a class or they're watching kids at Life Inc. They're coming in to repair on bikes. Some of them donate almost like full time. Now, when we started this in 2001, I thought, oh, I'll do this a couple years and then I'll go on to the next thing. And no way would have I thought like 2 decades later I would still be doing this. But every year it's new. Every year there's a new challenge. And so I have yet to wake up and like dread going to work. It's a blessing that I get to do what I do. And I work with the best people in the community who are so many generous people who are giving up their time and talent to help their neighbor. I mean, just amazing people who are sacrificing a lot because they want to see people change. And yeah, hang out and call those people my friends is a great honor.